If you frequently watch my channel, you will probably realize that I do indeed have a favorite band ever. And who are they? They are a K-pop group called ENHYPEN. And I have liked them since maybe around 2020. So let's just say I definitely like them. And what will I do if I'm given the chance to go see them in real life? I will go and see them. And that is exactly what I did. I packed my bags and I went to London for 3 days to go and see ENHYPEN. This morning I'm going to London and I have to get there by taxi. I have to get the train by taxi. But it's okay because I'm meeting up with 2 of my friends and we're gonna go together. So it'll be fine. I got up like super early. I didn't really get any sleep because like, how am I supposed to get sleep, you know? But I've got everything packed. I think, and I've got ready like super early. So I don't really know what to do. I've just been watching things. I'm getting ready. This is my fit for today. I've been trying to pack my bag. I have my Jungwon photo card here, and I have this and all my keychains on my bag. I think I'm pretty set to go. But what should I do now? I don't know. Here's my really awkward outfit check for going there. What the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I turning like that? What the fuck? When I was in the taxi, the guy, he's like the most jolliest guy I've literally ever met in my life. Seriously, he was asking like where I was going. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see ENHYPEN, and like dead ass, because he had like music Bluetooth to his taxi. He just let me to start playing ENHYPEN on the radio of his Bluetooth. It was actually kind of peak. Anyway, low key, like on the train there, I kind of forgot to record shit. I finally got into London with my friends, and we met up with another friend at the station, and we ended up making our way to the place that we were staying, and it was the most dodgy place we could have stayed in London. The place was so dodgy. But after finally dropping our things off, me and my friends, we decided to go out around London. Me and one friend, we decided to go get something called bingsu. It's shaved ice, and I think we had Greek yogurt and mixed berries, and genuinely it was the most best thing I've ever tried. Guys, you need to try this. We were still hungry, so me and my friend, we met up with our 2 other friends and we went to go get a Korean barbecue. And soon after that, our other friend joined us, so we all ate together, and oh my god, that shit was so good. That shit was so good. After going out, we actually did spend a long time in London, so we decided to go back to the place we were staying. I don't really have any pictures to show you of the place we were staying, but the only thing I can say is that I've never had such an underwhelming shower in my whole life. I felt like I was trying to shower in like the rainforest when it wasn't raining. But it's fine. We were able to manage, all 4 of us. And even at 2 AM, we couldn't really sleep the night before the concert, so we just ordered McDonald's at 2 AM. It was actually, once again, kind of peak. Anyway, it was finally the day of the concert, and we got ready quite early. Me and my friends had to go meet up 2 other friends that we were going to see for the concert. One of them including Spvwvky. And we took the tube down, and guess what? I nearly got scammed on the tube there. There's this very famous scam in London where people will come up to you and they will give you roses and they will tell you it's for free, but when you take it and you walk off with it, they will then start demanding that you pay for the rose. I was just on the tube minding my own business, and this lady was coming towards the pole because I was holding on to the pole of the tube. So how generous and kind I was like, you know what, I will take my hands off the pole so she can lean on it while the tube is moving. That was the first mistake, making my hands completely free, because I did not know what was about to hit me. I did not see the lady approaching, with the 50 roses she had in her hand. And she came up to me, she was like, take the rose, do you want the roses for free? And I was like, oh my god, like, I've heard about this, I cannot take the rose, like, it's my time to shine, and be like, no. So I told my lady, no, I'm sorry, I don't want your rose, it's fine, like, thank you, like, I was being polite. And she kept insisting, no, like, take the rose. I was like, oh, look-y that bitch, I don't want to take the fucking rose. And I was kind of like, no, it's fine, like, I don't want it. And then, you know, you thought that would be the end of it, right? And she'll just walk away. No, it was not the end of it, because tell me why she then proceeds to put the rose in my hand without asking, because my hands are completely free. I was like, what the fuck? And I kept trying to give it back to her. I was like, oh, no, like, please, it's really okay, like, I don't want the rose. I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not trying to get scammed out here before I'm seeing ENHYPEN, like, I've already spent like so much fucking money on this trip, bro. And then she starts walking away. I'm like, oh man, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because she's gonna like come after me like out the tube. So like I was about to drop it, but then like, I don't know, like, she just had a change of mind, and she came back and she said she took the rose off of me. So I was like, you know what, like, that's fine. But I did not enjoy the part where I did nearly get scammed before before the concert. Me and my friends finally arrived at the O2, which is where the concert was taking place, and there was so many fucking people there. So me and my friends, we finally met both of our friends, and I got a free packet of barbecue hula hoops that I didn't eat. We actually talked about this in stream. Here you go.
Before we guys met, before me and Lumoria met, right? She was messaging me like, please bring me barbecue hula hoops. Right? Please bring me a massive packet of barbecue hula hoops. Right?
Wait, was you barbecue hula hoops? Barbecue hula hoops. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, let me finish my story. Okay,
my bad.
Anyways, because I'm so generous, I was like, you know what, Lumoria, I will buy you barbecue hula hoops, right? But she was like, get me the biggest barbecue hula hoops you have. And I can't lie, my paycheck from Lumoria is non-existent, so I don't have the funds for that.
You didn't deserve to get paid.
Yeah. So I bought a tiny, small packet, right? We finally meet, I give it to her, and she's like, she opens the packet, she's like, oh my god, funny barbecue hula hoops. Do you know the first thing she says? She's like, she eats like 2, and then she's like, I'm not hungry anymore. Let me just pack this up. This thing is tiny. This is like, you could fit, this is like the size of your middle finger. Like, that's how small this is. And she goes, she eats 3, and she's like, guys, I think I've had enough, guys. And then, do you want more some? I was like, what the fuck? And she has the audacity to be like, why did she not get me bigger hula hoops? Like, this is actually
but after that, we decided to go into the O2 itself and go towards the VIP line, because one of our friends needed to go to the VIP line, as well as one of our other previous friends being there. So we wanted to go meet up with her and say hello. After something good, seeing our friends, there always has to have something bad happen. That bad thing was me falling over in front of 150 people in the VIP barricade line. Yeah, it's a true story. Everyone was standing up except from the friend who we were trying to find. She was sitting down, so I couldn't really see her. So my mind, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in the air and wave really high so she can see me. So tell me why I then start to proceed to fall over. Like, I don't mean like trip, like, you know when you fall and you keep running and running and running and running forward? Yes, that was what I was doing. So I kept running and running forward into the fucking barricade of this VIP line where there's like 150 so people already lining up, and they're just watching this shit happen. And I literally fell like into the barricade, and I felt so bad because there's a bunch of girls in the line, and they were just staring at me like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? And like, they started laughing. I was like, oh my god, like, I've embarrassed myself in front of the hus. But they were really nice. They're like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was trying to play it off really cool. I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's really fine. I was fine, except for the part that when I got home, I realized that my knee was completely bruised, and later on during the day of the concert, I ended up twisting my ankle. I think that was the aftermath of it, so that wasn't the greatest. But we were able to all meet and talk to our friends, so I really enjoyed being able to see all my friends like that. Yeah. Yay! Yippee! After saying goodbye to our friends at the VIP line who had to go line up, we then decided to go to the other line, which was the O2 priority line. This is where most of our other friends had to go, so we basically spent most of our day waiting. Me and my friend who I was going to see the concert together with, as we were standing next to each other, we didn't really have anything to do because all of our other friends, they had to sit and wait and line up because they were on the ground sitting. So, you know, they really wanted to get a good view, but me and my friend, we had seated seats. So there wasn't really a point of us lining up, but we didn't have anything to do. So we just spent time with our friends. We like mostly got some food. When we got the food, we spilt the sauce. But apart from that, we also went to an arcade. Me and two of my friends, we went to an arcade and we nearly got fucking scammed. You know, like the claw machines where you have a plushie? We were going to get a capybara plushie and my friend ended up actually getting it. So it was the claw machine itself. It was going down into the actual like place where you grab it. Tell me why the claw machine literally like froze the capybara into another claw machine. Like, that is such a scam. But my friends, they ended up getting the capybara. I had to leave because that is when I ended up twisting my ankle. How unfortunate. But apart from that, it was quite good. It was very good. Eventually, my two other friends, we also had to leave them because their line started to go in. And me and my friend, we were like, you know what, it's fine. We will get to go do our own thing. So my friend wanted to take pictures. So I was taking pictures of her. Guys, I fucking fell over again. In front of even more people this time. I don't know what was going on with me that day. I just kept falling. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Because actually, I got a call from my friend who went into the line previously that we just like left. And they were like, oh, like, where are you guys? And we were like, oh, we're here. Why? There had been a fight in the line. These people started fighting in the fucking line to go in. What? So we decided to meet up because they didn't really want to stay there if there was a fight, you know, like low-key, you're doing too much. So we decided to all get some drinks together and Philippa bought all of us some drinks and I felt really fucking bad. And when we were waiting to get our drinks, our two friends from VIP, they started going in for sound check because the Costa we were at was next to the line to go in. And we saw one of our friends and we literally like all just went up to the barricade and we started shouting, autograph, please, please, can we have an autograph, please, please, can we have an autograph? Like we just kept shouting and like waving. And then our like friend our friend had another friend and I was like waving like at my friend and then her friend started waving back. He was like the most jolly guy ever. And it was so nice. And it was really funny. We finally started actually lining up for the concert though, and me and my friend, we eventually had to go in after like maybe an hour and a half of queuing. And then literally when we get like through security, we have to line up again for another 30 minutes just to actually get into the arena. But it was fine. We eventually got into the actual arena itself and we had to try find our seats, and it was relatively easy. We were like at the top, at the very back. So even though like we weren't on the ground, we actually still had a really good view. And you could tell that this concert was going to be good because even like before the concert was started, ENHYPEN was playing their music videos. And bro, the arena was so freaking loud even before they'd even come on stage. It was crazy. We're here. Concert was finally starting and I don't really have much to say except from this. Volume warning. There before my very eyes was the man that I'd been waiting to see since 2020, Jungwon. Jungwon was standing there right before my very eyes, as well as all the other members. I truly felt like I was in a fever dream. I was in a fever dream. And I didn't really get that many clips of the concert because one, my phone quality is kind of bad, and two, I just really wanted to enjoy and live the moment. But I will show you some of the clips that I did get from some of the parts that I recorded. Volume warning.
Oh my god, he's so bad! Oh my god, the one! Pain on trouble! It's in glory! Not a king of kings, the motion in
During parts of the concert, there would be times where the members would speak to the audience, and obviously my favorite member being Jungwon, I really wanted to express my love for him. So I thought that when he would stop speaking, that everyone would scream. So I thought he stopped speaking, and I shouted really loudly, "Jungwon, I love you, and I screamed it from the bottom of my heart. For no one to scream at all. I had miscalculated myself, and he would still continue to speak. So I had to shout that across the whole fucking arena, and the whole section heard me like shout that. It was the most embarrassing shit I've ever done. Like everyone turned around, so I laughed. I was like, oh, I've embarrassed myself for the 3rd time today. It was getting towards the end, and honestly, I could say that this was maybe even the best concert I've ever been to. All of the friends that I had met, they were mostly created just because that I knew this band. And it was actually kind of crazy to, you know, experience that. And they are such good live performers. It's genuinely crazy. Like, there is so many pictures that my friends got from the ground, and I can put some up here. Look at these. They are so fucking amazing. Like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. We first stopped at quite a few anime shops, and holy shit, the figures they had there were so good, yet they were so overpriced. There was a Miku figure that I already owned, I would say was maybe around like £24. The ones in here were like 67. I was actually shocked. As well as all the figures, I did take an interest in all the plushies they have. I really wish I could buy them, but once again, it is London. So there was definitely a price range. I did come out of that day spending nearly £100. Not even nearly. I did spend up like £100. But some of it was mostly just because of TFL and also the tube. But I am not a spender whatsoever, but I did buy a few things from that day. As well as like the figures places we went to, there was one particular figure place we went to, and they had like a bunch of claw machines. We're getting PTSD from the capybara claw machines. But my friend decided to go on it, and she instantly gave up. But it was still really cool to look at. We then went to another shop. It was actually kind of crazy. This shop had everything. It had figures, it had stickers, it had keychains, it had skincare, makeup. It was selling everything. I was like, what the hell? And bro, it was actually deadass like the most cutest like shop I've ever been to. And what else could we do in London apart from also going clothes shopping? Really overpriced clothes shopping, Nat. Honestly, going into the clothes shops in London was actually genuine hell because you could not see a single thing in there. It was boiling hot and it was just crowded. And genuinely, me and my friends, I think we maybe lost each other like at least like 3 or 4 times. It was kind of crazy. Either way though, we still went to a few other shops, you know, like stationery, cute things, just like that. Finally, after that, it was time to go. Me and my friend went back because our other remaining friend was staying at London for just a few more days. And honestly, I have never had such a tired ride back home. But honestly, it was honestly great. It was really one of the best concerts I've ever been to, and I really recommend getting into ENHYPEN if you haven't already. And just going to look at their discography and their songs and their albums. They really work hard, and I think you guys should just go check them out. Thank you for watching.